You caught me with a wobbly monopod. Good, almost afternoon. It's still the morning. It's 4 hours ago since I saw you. Oh my goodness, 4 hours. I've still got the clothes that I had on 4 hours ago. I did have intention to get changed, but as you can see, I haven't, other than get up and down, stay warm, make a couple of coffees, do a bit of movement snacking myself. I haven't left my desk this morning. It's a cushion boosting movement snack. Come in, Miss P. Have you got your cushion? Go on, go and get it. Mum, cushion. Are you joining in on this, Mum? Or are you just checking in to see what time I'm actually going to be leaving today to get over to you? Angela, morning, soon to be afternoon. Been walking in the snow. I went out to check the post this morning. In fact, I don't know why, because there's nothing in there. I'm waiting for a book to arrive. I'm waiting for a new book and it hasn't arrived. And it was due to come yesterday. So there we go. Right, so a cushion boosting movement snack is what I wanted to say. My goodness me, I need to change my movement snacking teeth. Here we go. I got some plump ups, some roundabouts, some twirls. There's a balance challenge if you want it. If you don't want it, don't. Take from it what you'd like. Oh, that's a nice flower, Maddie. Is that a new emoji? I like that. Time for trying, Ken. Everyone loves a trier. Just try, that's all it is. Good morning, soon to be afternoon. Brian, if I might say hello, I know not everyone likes a mention, but you're fairly anonymous because I haven't said your surname. So hello to all you movement snackers who comment or not. You might be a commentator or not. It all counts. It's always great to have someone to say hello to and chat with, because I am, after all, just talking to my phone. So it really does make a difference when you chat back. So hello, Margaret. All right, Julian with a G. Waving from Bolton. Cushions at the ready. Go on, go and get them. Go get your cushions. We use various accessories during the movement snacks because in daily life we hold stuff. There are objects involved in our days. So we need a fair bit of grippage, we need some coordination, we need some balance and all of those things. Remember, we're movement snacking, so we're adding in additional moving minutes across your day, breaking up long periods or periods that for too long you've either been in the same position or haven't moved. It's as simple as that. Sandra, however, has been to some structured exercise in addition to movement snacks. She's back from pump and Zumba, back on the double whammy, Sandra. So good to see that. I know you lost your rhythm on these sessions for a bit due to other tasks. So good to see you back and great to see you here for the movement snack. I'll stop talking for a bit. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, I'm back. Last minute to go and then we'll get going. I'm here in the kitchen zone. Thank you for the nudge, Super G. 3, 2, 1, Bex Downey from Later Life Training with a cushion-based movement snack, all starting with some circulation boostage. How are we doing for light? Do I need the light on? Hang on. Not too sure about that. Maybe that helps. I think it does. So boost to start then. External support close to hand, might be to the side of you, might be to the front of you, might be to nowhere of you. Extra uplift, get going. So decide where you want these extra bits of support. 2 to 3 minutes, probably 3 minutes for circulation boost. I talked a lot this morning in the ATM snack about heat generation. So there are lots of other benefits to moving regularly, and heat generation is one of them. Extra ankles and feet and toes on the go, bringing in the other moving parts as and when you're ready. It may be that you are continuing to use external support, or you're happy to go without. You might want to add in some step turns there as well. Maybe take the feet a little bit wider, get more shoulders and shoulder bladage on the go. Bringing the hands together might help with coordination, might not. If not, then just go for that. Note that when I'm taking arms only, I've got a slightly wider stance. So come back to base and off you go again. Carry on. You might even want to actually just go for a wander around the room that you're in. Come back in a minute or so. Here are your seated prompts for circulation boosting. Into active sit. This means you're doing the work, not the chair. If you have intention to come up at stand in any point of the day, take time for a hip walk forward. This will make it easier to stand. You've got extra movement in the hips also. And now we can either start from the top end down, one arm, double arms, or no arms, using hands for support, bringing in the feet, bringing in the leg moves, and then adding in the other parts. So that's your combinations for you to really decide which one you want to go with. You might just want to switch through a whole range of those. We have got a cushion-based movement snack today, which does mean there will be lots of arms and shoulders involved. So maybe have an extra check-in on upper body with a little bit of trunk turn as well. Slower, bigger, good preparation for arms and shoulders for the cushion-based moves we're going to do today. Legs will still be involved if you would like them to be. Every now and again in sit, if you feel a bit squished here in the hips, maybe just extend the legs. Take your time to extend. So take some controlled extenders there. Getting extra movement around from the hips and then coming back on the march. How does that feel? That's your circ boost done. Should feel you leaving a little bit warmer. Circulation is boosted, so blood has got all to all the moving parts. With that will come some deeper breaths. We're not looking to be out of breath or breathless, just deeper breaths. Now, how are your hands right now in this moment? I've been sat here working all morning, so with digits on the go or on calls, hands have been a bit chilly. So this one is inspired by that, what we call it, plump ups. We're essentially using grip, for everyday functional grip of your fingers and your hands. So you're going to take, excuse me, something in my eye, take a comfortable grip around the edges of your cushion like so. I'm there, I'm there, I'm there. If you're not comfortable with the thumb here, placed here on the opposable side, you might be able to just kind of cup it here as well. That might be more comfortable. So that grip there, if you're not comfortable with that one there. We're just going to start with a few press and pull there. So you've got your functional grip going on, you've got your kind of everyday lifting and carrying muscles, and a little bit of pull apart, and then every now and then adding a bit of speed. And you'll notice when you string a few of those together quickly, you'll have an immediate feeling of effort in the muscles in the front of the chest and the arm. Just that pace and that speed brings a different sensation and effort to that movement. Take a pause wherever there is something grippy involved. Also take the time to switch off, reset and go again. It's the same in sit. So what about some slow ones, then some quick ones. Have a rest and a release. Maybe then change the angle of the cushion. This will feel different again. A slow and a pull apart, and then quick ones. Then the other way, slow, apart, and then some quick ones. So this is about functional grip, functional reach, reliably holding on to an object We're just exploring different moves of the shoulders and the hands and the arms working together. So there you go, that's your cushion plump up. Roundabouts, more one about the range of motion holding an object. This actually could be the movements required to position pillows and cushions. You could also relate it to use of towels getting dressed. So again, I'm going to use my grip here. If you're not comfortable with the thumb there, just tuck it round and you're just going to go in for like a cupped grip. That might make a difference to comfort around your thumbage. Okay, in stand, get your balance, keep the trunk lifted and still. So this is about finding a comfortable range of motion there and back to base, around. If you are in a sit position, the space of the chair might not allow that. So it might be that you have to do it separate. So you might have to tuck it round about there and then go and get it with the other hand. So that could work. You might have space to go all the way around. You might need a little bit of hip hinge. Do ensure that it's a hip hinge, not a slump around. So if you want to hinge out the way, there it is. Or you can put it there with one hand and go and retrieve it with the other. Just the function of the shoulder, getting hands to the back of the body, is very different feeling around the front of the shoulders to movements forward here. So take your time on this. If you're not ready for that range of motion yet, you can of course do it without, and just do some rehearsals of get your hands round to the back, plus a bit of extra grippage there so that the cushion is ready for you. Number 3 on the movement snack today. Okay, more digits and dexterity. Have you got cold hands and fingers in this weather? You might want to just do a little bit of preparation for this, just to kind of get them going, because we're going to go for the twirl. We've got a little bit of inward pressure here, so again we're back into holding objects for daily life, but specific focus now on the movement of the hands. So we use the thumb very differently here. I've got my thumb there as the anchor, and I twiddle it around. It's almost like dexterity, finger strength, to kind of grippage. The fingers themselves, as opposed to the hands. Be prepared on this one for the cushion to drop. If it does, take your time. Set yourself up for picking up an object. You might want, if you don't want to go for that option, you could just go for fingertip, grip and turn here. So it's the kind of finer, smaller kind of motor skills and dexterity issues to do with hand. There you go. So some of them in the mix there. For those of you that like a wobble with your movement snack, that is to say, a bit of a balance. Of course, when we take any activity or any of these moves in a single leg stand, we've added the balance challenge because we've added the coordination challenge as well. So you could, if you like, set yourself up on a single leg stance, have the toe ready for reactions, and you could either go for a single leg roundabout or a single leg twirl, being ready to replace that foot to react to the wobble. Remember, the wobble is good. We need a bit of wobble so that we can retrain the balance reactions. The wobble should be graded, so it's just enough for you to deal with and react to. Have some support close to hand, or nudge your hip up and just work your way through these. If you drop the cushion, of course, replace the foot and prepare yourself for picking up an object. All right, there you go. That's if you want to wobble. If you don't want to wobble, don't. Right, another range of motion one. Over the back this time. Holding an object, even something like a cushion, the minute we move it away from the body, you will feel the weight and the load of this. In preparation for this one, just do a few check-ins with hand to back of head. See how your shoulders feel with that. And then a deliberate lift and lower. But the head doesn't move, please note to self. I'm really good clearage of the head here. I'm not jutting the head forward, it's staying there. Or it might just be that you can get to the top of the head today. Or it might be that you want to go single arm down. Can you see that's your back of arm stretch there? I'm going to retrieve with the other hand and go back round. Sit or stand is the same. So up and down and retrieve. So you've got both bits of the shoulders working, the outies and the innies, trying to get that. If you haven't got a cushion with you, that's okay. Just go through those ranges of motion. Note that I'm trying to keep the head still. I'm not kind of jutting the head forward or lifting it back. It's all about finding the shoulders and the range. This is why we spend so much time talking about full range of motion. And I can't read what that says. Okay, have a look at this one. It might not be for you. For those of you that really do like a wobble and a challenge, we can use the cushion as part of a functional reach. You know, if you were looking to push something right into the back of the shelf, and we might kind of want to counterbalance with the leg, so have hand on support, one hand on the cushion. We're going to go for a functional reach forwards, and the leg is the counterbalance back. I'm going to try and give you an angle here. Hand on the wall for support if you need, and it's there. Or it could be a double hand. There. Let me try that again. Preparing the foot, reach and away. So you've got a balance with a functional reach. So you might want to try a few of those. Sweep back and press forward. There. And of course, if you don't want to do it with the cushion, we can do it without. Trunk stays lifted, so this is your kind of counterbalance. We're looking for a straight line down the back, through the buttocks, through the leg, there. So it's an extension of your hip hinge, essentially. And in fact, the line on my trousers, you can see exactly what's going on there. So that with or without a cushion. Recap on the cushion moves. We had the plump ups. Decide on your grip, thumb here or thumb here, slow, slow, and a few quick quicks in different directions. We had the roundabouts in sit or stand, taking your time on that range of motion, keeping the head still, using all that movement you have around your trunk and your shoulder blades. We had the twirls in sit or stand, or in single leg as well. Plenty of rests and pit stops after each of these. You might be surprised at how fatigued your fingers and your hands feel with this much grippage. We did the over the top, either single or double hand, and then we did the counterbalance there. By the support if you need, or without the support, or without the cushion, like so. There you go, that is your cushion-based movement snack. Hello Christine, and who went to the library? Oh, Deal went to the library. Well, that is good to read, indeed. Look at that, all of those moves there in about 15 minutes. They might not be for all of you. They are as much about ideas as they are participation in the movement snack. So maybe there's some things there that you might want to take into your day. If you're spending a little bit longer inactive or in the same position, the idea is to keep moving. Keep your supporting parts and your moving parts moving. That's me done. I'm heading over to having a HQ at some point today. Not quite yet, Mum. I know you're there. I know you're there. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock from Haven HQ, I think. Indeed. And then heading off south again. All right, that's it, folks. Good to see you. Bye for now.